News coming in that the Aam Aadmi Party has complained to the Election Commission against Kiran Bedi. Bedi has asked people to vote for her after she went out and cast her vote. The Aam Aadmi Party says Kiran Bedi has violated the model code of conduct. This is very interesting because we're seeing complaint after complaint, counter complaints and counter complaints. It just seems like a very edgy lot of politicians this afternoon, Vinod.
As you see, first of all, I tell you that this election is sort of a whole lot of abbreviations, you know, like anti-Aurat party. So, I mean, the other day heard somebody, you know, calling the BJP's Bharti Jumla party, you know. I mean, the point is that issues have suddenly, you know, gotten obfuscated and they're trying to point fingers at each other. And unfortunately, in the middle of it is the media that, you know, we had...
That gets fired at from both sides.
Yeah, we had Kiran Bedi, you know, raising a finger at the media and saying you are not doing truthful reporting. The BJP saying the same thing. The Congress has the same problem that you have, you know, counted us out of the rate even before the election results are out. Well, their grievance may be legitimate, but I think that at the 11th hour, in the last minutes of the polling, they should tell the people as to what they're going to do for them. So, because, you know, may I tell you one thing? If the turnout is high, if this has become fashionable, you know, we are making ourselves accountable to democracy. And once we elect them through that process, we are bound to make them accountable.
In several senses, this is the Americanization of Indian democracy, where it's more about personalities, it's more about scandals, it's more about things happening on the side than it is about the parties, their manifestos. This is essentially what happens during a presidential contest.
Well, because of our technology now, whether it's the television or whether it's the social media platforms, the middle classes and others who were mostly kind of viewing the election from the sidelines and not participating in such a big way or wholeheartedly have now started participating, whether through Twitter, through Facebook, through this, through that. And that has changed the kind of nature of the game. But also, I think the Election Commission's own campaign, you know, making us conscious of that you must go out and vote, has been fairly successful, has been hugely successful, not fairly successful. And I think the new generation, which has now become first-time voters, they were given the first-time vote in the early days under by Rajiv Gandhi.
I've got some more breaking news coming in because Arvind Kejriwal has just put out some tweets, a series of tweets just over the past month. And he's leveled again a series of charges, Nina Vyas. He says in the first tweet, just give me a moment to pull it out. He says in the first tweet that lunch breaks are being taken and that's not allowed. The Election Commission should immediately intervene. He says as per rules, 3 voters are allowed inside a polling booth at a time. They're allowing only 1 voter, which has slowed down voting. He's saying polling has slowed down in many places. There are long queues. It's taking up to 2 hours in some places. Voters are returning and going home.
My own experience, you know, there was a barrier before while I was driving in. And my car was stopped at a distance. When I was at the main gate, they said you'll have to deposit your cell phone.
You have to leave take my cell phone.
No, leave your cell phone out. And then
but that's the rule, Vinod.
No, when you went to the... No, but...
You can't take your phone in, that's the rule.
Nobody. You see what is happening now? People are not aware and they are going back to keep it somewhere and then coming again. And thirdly, I quite agree that the person who was trying to log in my vote and all that, they were abysmally slow. And I had to shout at them.
No, but that's just the way they are. You can't find a conspiracy there.
No.
That's just the way the Indian government service works.
May I tell you one thing?
That's how the school teachers
I'm not trying to endorse what Kejriwal said. I'm just saying that I got that feeling, you know. I don't know whether it's on an organized scale.
No, because here's what Kejriwal is alleging, Nina Vyas. He's essentially saying that in the pockets where you've got people voting for the Aam Aadmi Party, the state machinery is ganging up against him. He's insinuating that they're allowing things to drift in a way that a lot of the Kejriwal voter, who's the poor man, who's not as pushy, as assertive as Vinod would be if somebody tried to delay his vote, he's essentially suggesting that people are not being allowed to cast their vote and move on.
See, listen, this would be best verified by your own team of reporters or by journalists independently.
Can we call up Shiva Rule
1 minute, can I add that? Can I add that?
Yes.
Add something to it. You see, it may seem very strange for me to say